Cultural and historical differences. The sensitivity surrounding Dominican-Haitian relations is rooted in unique cultural and historical issues that distinguish this situation from other migration scenarios. Historically, many Haitians have claimed ownership of the entire island. Some base this belief on the notion of an unfair division, not understanding that at the time of this division, Spain only granted portions of the island already occupied by France, roughly one-third of the territory. This left room for misinterpretation, as it was never a split into two equal parts. It is worth noting that at the time of this treaty, Haiti did not yet exist. Others base this claim on Taino heritage, which, although it might seem like a righteous cause, falls short on scientific grounds, given the 200-year gap between the era of the Taino people and the arrival of African slaves. Regardless of any legal or historical basis, this belief persists in the present day and is also taught in many schools. Over time, this idea has been reinforced by the works of several Haitian revisionist political figures and intellectuals. Many Haitian historians have written about the idea of unifying the island under Haiti's control, often reflecting a historical perspective suggesting Haiti's natural or rightful claim over the entire island. Notable among them is Thomas Matto, considered one of Haiti's most important early historians. Thomas Matto's Histoire de Haiti is considered the first comprehensive history of Haiti, covering the period from 1492 to 1846, and remains one of the most valuable documents of Haitian history and literature. In his work Histoire de Haiti, Matto presents Haiti's early political and military history, including the occupation of the eastern part of the island, present-day Dominican Republic, under Jean-Pierre Boyer from 1822 to 1844. While Matto provides a detailed account of Haiti's unification efforts, his writings have been interpreted as promoting the notion that Haiti had a legitimate claim over the entire island following independence. Despite clear historical evidence of the agreed division between Spain and France, who didn't recognize Haiti's independence until 1825, many Haitian historians continue to claim that the Haitian Revolution also gained the Spanish side of the island. Another important figure is Jean Price Mars, a Haitian medical doctor, teacher, politician, diplomat, writer, and ethnographer. Price Mars, who served as secretary of the Haitian legation in Washington, discussed Haiti's early constitution, which claimed the entire island based on the idea of natural borders defined by the sea. This narrative persisted even in more recent years, as seen in the works of notable Haitian historian Jean Price Mars, such as his two-volume publication La République de Haïti and La République Dominicaine in 1953. He emphasized that from the perspective of Haitian leaders, the entire island, including the eastern portion, today's Dominican Republic, was part of Haiti's destiny following its independence from France in 1804. However, Price Mars also criticized these claims as lacking validity under international law or historical treaties. Nevertheless, his works have been used to fuel further division and animosity toward Dominicans, generating feelings of entitlement toward the entire island. In summary, various historical and academic literature, including these works, present the Dominican Republic as a central figure in its complex relationship with Haiti. They highlight the intertwined yet often conflicting paths of both countries, particularly focusing on Haiti's attempt to unify the island after its independence in 1804, and how this impacted relations with the Dominican side. The history between the Dominican Republic and Haiti has been characterized by prolonged and severe conflict, often overshadowing moments of cooperation. While the Parsley Massacre, a tragic event lasting 3 days in which thousands of Haitians were killed by Dominicans, is frequently highlighted by Haitian historians and authors, it is crucial to also recognize the 223 years of death and horror experienced by Dominicans prior to this event. This extensive period included repeated invasions and extreme acts of brutality against Dominicans on their own soil, as well as a 22-year occupation during which aspects of Dominican identity, such as race, religion, language, and culture, were suppressed, persecuted, or forcibly changed. These events have inevitably shaped the mindset of both nations, contributing to the complex and often contentious relationship that persists today. A balanced historical perspective must acknowledge both the severe events faced by Haitians and the prolonged suffering endured by Dominicans as they protect its borders since 1495. In summary, whether based on incorrect interpretations of Taino heritage, misunderstandings of the island's division as negotiated between Spain and France hundreds of years before Haiti was established, or misrepresentations of the works of Price Mars and Thomas Matto to claim the entire island, or the argument that the Haitian Revolution granted Haiti control over the entire Dominican Republic. Nevertheless, Haitians' mindset always persists in rejecting the established border and continuing to cross east. In contrast to other migration scenarios, where migrants, whether legal or irregular, understand and accept their status as guests in a host country, this is not always the case between the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Many Haitians, despite factual historical data, continue to believe that their problems stem from the Dominican Republic's alleged usurpation of what they consider their rightful territory, often attributing this to imperialist and colonialist influences. This attitude and sense of ownership of the entire island often manifest in acts of violence and destruction against any border delimitation, Dominican nationals, their property, and the law, especially when confronted by immigration officials or actions perceived as foreign or colonial. Many countries are often surprised to learn that Dominican migration units are typically comprised of mixed teams from both immigration services and the military. This approach is not driven by chance or racial motivations but rather by strategic necessity. The integration of military personnel into immigration units is a deliberate measure aimed at enhancing security and operational efficiency. This mixed structure allows for a more effective response to the complex challenges of managing border control and addressing illegal migration, which, as opposed to other migration scenarios, often involves confrontations with armed traffickers and migrant workers wielding machetes. Some critics have accused and criticized the use of trucks and military vehicles for transporting detainees, not recognizing that the irregular terrain, ranging from mountains and deserts to subtropical jungle and rivers, presents significant challenges in transporting captured individuals, whether they are repeat migrants or traffickers of all types. This pragmatic approach reflects a focus on maintaining order and safety rather than any form of discrimination.
Problema, los haitianos tienen huelga. Los haitianos tienen huelga. Tienen esto aquí, full de candela y de todo.
No, ellos son haitianos. Claro, son haitianos.
Mira, no, pero mira allá adelante, esa amiga, es una revolución de gente de esa amiga. Los que se desactivaron todos. Diablo, pero el gobierno. No, pero mira.
Understanding the origins of these two distinct nations requires examining the historical events that have shaped them collectively. This analysis should encompass not only a chronological perspective but also the contrasting influences of French colonialism and Spanish settlement.